Hey guys, welcome to General Query. This is Fonz. I go by he, him, and his.
Hey guys, and this is Zuki, and I go by she, her, and hers. Welcome to General Query. Happy New Year,
Happy New
everyone.
Year. Yep.
Happy fucking New Year. It is,
Did you see that thing where like 2020 started and like the first of 2020 was Wednesday?
oh,
So
the WTF? Yes,
WTF and then 2025 same thing, WTF.
yeah, absolutely. And needless to say,
Living up to its
yeah, I mean, of course, like, we'd be remiss to not mention, first day of the year, we had the horrific attack in New Orleans that that's still developing, right? Like we still
yeah.
don't know a whole lot
Yeah.
about what happened. It's weirdly kind of fallen off the news cycle, which I find odd, or like I haven't seen a whole lot around.
Right.
Um,
Have we become that, I don't know,
Jaded.
desensitized
Yeah.
to the point where like I don't know.
Yeah, that we just like our news.
Yeah, it's like it happens so often that now it's not
Yeah.
that big of a deal.
We're like, whatever.
America, people died. Oh, okay, cool.
Another day, another fucking dollar.
Right. Oh, but a CEO dies. Who?
Once again, that whole thing is fucking nuts, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly. They released everything they could about that kid, right? The minute that they caught him. And they caught him real fucking fast.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so obviously there was the attack in New Orleans, and then that guy that blew himself up in his Cybertruck in front of Trump Tower in Vegas. Was it
Yep.
Vegas? Yeah.
It was Vegas. Yeah. Hmm.
Um, cool. So that was the
Yeah.
what the
First since it was it. It was all on the 1st of January. Yeah.
was it? Oh, I thought
Yeah.
I thought the Cybertruck was on the second. But
Maybe I
yes.
don't
So
remember. Yeah.
literally it's just been one thing after the other, after the other, after the other, right?
Yeah.
Um, it's crazy. It's absolutely fucking crazy. I
Do
just
you
think,
think
yeah,
media plays a part in it? Like, for example, and maybe this has always happened,
yeah.
we just haven't been as informed.
Yeah,
Maybe, I don't
it's
know. It's just
it,
like a thought.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, you know what it is? Honestly, it's interesting that you bring that up because I thought to myself, like, oh my God, this is fucking crazy. And then I was like, what were the news on this day, 2024, right? Like,
Hmm.
did anything crazy happen? And I couldn't find anything like that was of this much note.
Okay.
But I think to your point, it's like we are jaded. Uh, it's taking more and more for us to be like surprised by anything. We're like, that again,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Um, there was a school shooting before the end of the year, wasn't there as well? And I don't know what came of that.
I don't
And
remember that.
woman shooter, I believe.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. See what I mean? Yeah. And so I think like that's a great example of we've all become, and I think it actually is to your point that we have so much access to so much information all the fucking time that we don't even notice anymore. We're like, oh, okay, cool.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know? And
Yeah.
so I think that's a huge part of it that
Which is great, but also like we just forget about stuff. We just
we
it's like
do.
flip the page.
Yeah, we forget about stuff. And also, we've become massively unable to consume information in a responsible way, right? Like most people think that Facebook is Google nowadays. And even that, they don't even know how to use Google correctly
Oh
either,
my
right?
God. Yes.
Right. So, that's also super disconcerting. Like, where are we going here, guys? It's like, yeah, this is the most informed we've ever been, but also we don't know how to be informed correctly. Um, yeah, one thing that I saw was like this trend of article headlines getting longer and longer and longer. People
People won't
don't read
read
the
the rest of
article.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
so that's a problem, y'all. Like that's not how it's
Right.
supposed to
It's
go.
like, what was it? Cliff Notes on high school?
Yes, exactly, exactly, right? And I remember, that even that being looked at as like, dang, okay, well, yeah, so I think the new year definitely came in strong as fuck. And maybe not the best way. Like it wasn't like, yay, we found the cure for cancer on January 1st, you know?
Didn't a guy found it?
Yeah, but I mean, it hasn't been like publicized, I don't think, or
Right.
like peer
Yeah.
review.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yes,
I
like
don't remember where that was though. It wasn't in China. It was Japan, Korea, something like
Japan,
that.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Japan. But yeah, so, waiting for that big.
I mean, on a brighter note, we did have the Golden Globes
Yes, we did.
last night that I didn't watch, but the
But
red carpet was fun. I mean, it's
was it?
funny because I saw a bunch of like for male celebrities, Gucci was a thing. Like they were all wearing Gucci, like custom Gucci or whatever. I mean, Salma Hayek wore Gucci as well, but it wasn't even that big of a deal. And then the majority of the female celebrities were wearing Louis Vuitton. So it was kind of like, I mean, of course, you had your few littles here and there, like Angelina Jolie. Was it Angelina? No, Demi Moore was wearing Armani.
It looked
That was
great.
gorgeous.
It looked great.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
that's
that was another thing. There was a lot of gold. Gold and emerald was like the thing.
Yeah, yeah. I saw Fonzie sent me this picture of Andrew Garfield in an amazing emerald suit.
Yeah.
Um,
I
looked
need
gr-
one. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, no, it looked amazing.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
Zendaya looked stunning. Stunning. You're
I
gonna
didn't like her
disagree with me.
hair.
Oh, her hair sucked. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But the
But the
gown was
red dress,
gorgeous.
oh
Yeah.
my
The
God.
gown was
Oh my
gorgeous.
God. And
Another
again,
one that fucked up the hair was Emma Stone. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
yeah, dude, that
What's
was a
with
lot.
the pixie cut? Like, no,
A lot.
it
When you
was a
have
lot.
that large of a forehead, we just can't go there.
Yeah.
You know?
Or like
A
put some little bangs in. I don't know.
little bit,
It was just
something.
not doing the thing.
Yeah, I didn't like it. But yeah, I mean Zendaya, she just her body is made for haute couture. Like
Oh
it's
yeah.
just it's
Yeah.
yeah.
That gown was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Once again, she was wearing Vuitton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she looked ridiculous. Yeah, so I loved it. Um, what else? Who else was a standout? No, those were to me like the biggest ones. I didn't
Yeah.
see it either. I just saw the
The
red
red
carpet.
carpet. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, I tried watching it. It's just too long.
it's so fucking long.
Yeah.
It's so long.
Same thing with like the Academy Awards. Like I
Oh
want
my
to
God.
watch them, but I think the red carpet for me is like the highlight of like who's
Yeah,
wearing who, you know?
yeah, yeah, of course. Pamela Anderson,
Oh, she was there too, yeah.
and she looked great.
Yeah.
But again, she's another one of those who carries clothes very, very well.
Yeah, and I love how she's doing this whole no makeup thing for red carpets. It's
She looks
beautiful. Good for her.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
she looks
think
great.
it would be cool to see more celebrities doing it. You know?
Yeah,
Not to
yeah.
take any business away from makeup artists, but
No, no, no. But yeah, it is. It's a really cool like movement, I think.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, yeah. No, she looked great. No, I loved it. So like those little snippets of like, oh, oh,
Did you
yay.
see that little clip of like who was the host? That comedian, I don't know her name. Anyway, when she pointed out Ariana Grande and she's like, hold my pinky," and then Ariana Grande is like,
Yeah,
that was kind of cute.
it was really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah, no, I mean it's that's been a highlight. This is gonna sound weird, but the girlies will get it. another highlight for me has been like the coverage of President Carter's funeral.
Oh yeah.
I hate to say it, but it was really like nice to see all the, amazing things that they did for him and his funeral and everything like that. He was kind of the tits. He was actually a really good president. And because I'm petty, I like to think that he died this close to the inauguration on purpose, just so the flags would have to be a half mast. So go President Carter. I would do the same. I'd hold up to die just for that purpose. I'd be like,
Right.
fuck you, guy. Yes, so that's great.
Who else died recently? I feel like someone else died recently. Another person.
Hey, I don't
I
know.
mean, a few have, but
I mean,
yeah.
a few have.
We should have one of those little recaps. I mean, just because we're fucking dark and weird. You know how they do it at the any award show where they're like,
Yeah,
these
in
people passed
memoriam.
away. Yeah, this
Yeah,
year.
yeah. Fucking first and foremost, our hopes and dreams, fucking gone.
In our dignity.
And our fucking dignity. Which, honestly, speaking of which, we wanted to use this episode to talk about. Okay, hear me out. Guys, you'll understand. I told Fonzie this before we started recording. One thing that I've noticed is that there's like obviously at the beginning of the year, there's always like everybody's back to the gym, everybody's doing like, dry whatever, no carb whatever. And in our previous episode, I talked about, I was like, don't do that, be different. Add something, don't take something away. Guys, when I have to fucking listen to myself drone on when I'm editing this shit, I'm like, shut up. Like, oh my God. So sorry about that. But anyway, all that to say, I'm gonna reiterate that point by saying that, the new year comes along and everybody's like, new hobbies, blah, 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 all this stuff. So we wanted to use this episode a little bit to make fun of some of that shit and just have a little fun to see what we would actually want to do in terms of like new things. And we want to talk some shit about mindfulness trends because I told Fonzie some of these people are out of control. So, I really want to jump into that for the new year because I mean, right? Who cares about what new fucking thing you're gonna do it for 3 months or 3 weeks
But for a month at
or
most,
a month,
sometimes. Yeah.
and then it's
Some
just gonna
people
be.
don't make it February, especially when it comes to the gym
Oh,
or diets.
he's talking about himself, guys.
No, God, no. I would never diet.
No, no.
I think that's
Um,
why I can't really gain weight because I like the thought of having to eat 6 times a day and weighing out my protein and all that BS. Like, yeah, that sounds amazing. And honestly, I would love the body that comes with it, but I don't care that much.
exactly.
Also, appetite. Who the fuck has the appetite to eat 6 times?
Dude, listen, no.
Okay, I can snack all day long.
That's what I was gonna say. But then if you're telling me I have to eat at this time and do
Yeah,
this
and
and
eat
that,
actual meals.
then it's a chore. Then I'm grossed out. And
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Yeah, and I don't want to
Uh,
eat chicken all day.
yeah.
I could probably do fish. I know I've mentioned it before. I could probably be a pescatarian.
Yeah.
And have like a nice little like salmon bagel for breakfast,
Yum.
and then
Yum.
have some
It's not the
shrimp for
bagel.
lunch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, no, precisely.
With this cold soups, yum, fish soups. I actually do enjoy those.
Me too. I love a
Yeah.
caldo de pescado. It's
Yeah.
delicious.
What kind of fish do you typically do?
Any, but salmon for the most part.
Oh, really? Salmon. I've never had a caldo with salmon. Should
It's really,
probably
I
do
mean,
that.
honestly, it's the same application,
For
really.
me, it's catfish. I don't know why, but just because it's
It's
so
meaty
strong.
because
Yeah.
it's meaty. That's
Yeah.
why. Yeah, it holds up great in a soup.
Oh yeah.
Um, but yeah, no. See, that's fun. I don't want to be told that I have to eat 3 fucking
True.
pounds of catfish in a day. Yes. So, all that to say, we're gonna chat about some hobbies and the ridiculousness of the up and coming mindfulness trends for 2025. So, we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll chat all the things. Be right back. All right, guys. So we're back to chat all things 2025 ridiculousness. So, Fonzie, why don't you kick us off with some new shit to try in 2025, allegedly, and see if we would be up for it? Hit
All
me.
right. So
Probably not.
celebrate the father of post-impressionism on his home turf, meaning France.
Oh,
I mean, that sounds like something fun to do. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. I mean, just going to France sounds like
Right.
fun.
Yeah.
So traveling. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. I was gonna be more snarky, but I feel like that's great.
That's true.
You know,
Um,
yeah, that sounds doable to me.
yeah.
I mean, if you're not an art person, then doesn't matter. You'll still be in Paris or France or whatever, you know? Yeah, I
Go.
like.
What about go bathing? Star bathing.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Star bathing?
Yeah.
See, this is what I'm fucking telling you. That sounds like one of those weird yuppie shit that like Gwyneth Paltrow does, and she's like, you know, like those people that sun their vaginas.
Or steam their vaginas.
Well, yeah, exactly. Which don't do that.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this and you have a vagina, don't do that. It's really bad for
It sounds terrible.
you.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I don't know what star bathing is. Maybe we should Google it. What is star
what is
bathing?
everything? Let's see. This is general query at work, everybody. Just let's
Well,
see.
this one's too long.
Let's see. Do we have anything yet? Any news?
Yeah, this thing is like so long. I'm not gonna read the entire thing. It's like a full article on how to do star bathing.
Oh
I
my
just want to
God.
know what it is. Okay, so Vogue has a whole ass article on star bathing. Like, what?
Okay, so see, that tells me everything I need to know. I'm so sorry. Like,
Yeah, it
love.
sounds like a Vanity Fair kind of situation where you just like meditate.
Right. Meditate in when it's dark outside, which is not.
Oh my God, yes. Okay, so that's exactly what it is. Star bathing, it harnesses the wonder and serenity of the night as a method of meditation. Okay, so thank you next, I guess.
Yeah, no. I think I'll
I
pass
don't know.
on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's nice to lay down, kind of watch the stars every now and then, but I don't know if like it should be something that you
Yeah,
should
I don't
try
think.
this year to
All right.
meditate.
No, give me
Yeah,
a fucking break. That's ridiculous.
a
Starbathing.
little.
If anybody out there does it and takes it
What
seriously.
about what is it? Sound bathing? Is it sound
Oh,
bathing?
sound bathing. Yeah, sound
Like
bath.
that, I really want to try.
That I understand. I can
I
absolutely.
don't, but I want to try it, you know?
Like, there's frequencies, right?
Yeah.
When it actually helps the brain get to like a meditative state. Um, yeah, I'll do sound bathing instead of star bathing.
Step into
Yeah,
the future at the world's first ever AI art museum. Weren't we just talking about this shit?
we literally talked about this in
Yeah.
our, yeah,
No,
one
thank
of
you. I'll
the episodes.
pass.
No.
Yeah. I want the art, sweat, and tears of an artist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know,
And
like,
if there's blood, I don't care.
yeah, I want to sense their bad credit score through
Yeah.
the art. You know
So
what I mean?
it's funny because I used to know this one artist who would paint her stuff with her hair.
Oh,
Yeah, like it would either be hair that fell, and she would just gather it and then like paint with that. Or
yeah.
like she would cut her hair and then like paint with that. So that was kind of cute.
Wow.
Yeah, a little
That.
exotic, but that's what I want to see. An artist, you know?
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly. An artist. Okay. Yeah, no. Pass on the AI shit.
it's
Yeah.
same. Yeah, head out on a wine safari. Now that sounds fucking cool. Alcohol, the wild animals, sign me up. Also, that's one thing that I've always wanted to do. I don't know if you've ever seen those little like I don't know if it has to be in Africa where you go out in the middle of a safari and then there's like this beautiful um I guess it's like a resort and you get to interact with giraffes and elephants and all that crazy shit. And like you're having your morning coffee and then a giraffe just randomly picks their head through your window or whatever the fuck. I want to do that.
I've seen it. I've seen a video, and it's amazing of this couple. Yeah, they're like at sort of like a safari resort, and it's at night,
Yeah.
and they're in the hot tub, and they hear like rustling, and all of a sudden, an elephant is right there, and it's just like, excuse me, it just wanted water, so it just scoops up, puts its big ass trunk in the thing, and drinks water, and then is like, okay, see you guys later, and walks away.
Right? That sounds fucking cool. Like I want to do that.
Dude, the people in the video were like, I mean, in shock. Like, can you imagine a fucking elephant is just like in front of you? I would lose it. You know, like
Yeah.
it's like
So
that's
would you ever do the whole Thailand thing where like you go to Thailand and then like pet the elephants and kind of like help bathe them and all that crazy shit?
I would, but the problem is I've read that there's a lot of abuse in those places in Thailand. A lot of
To the
abuse.
animals.
Yeah.
Damn. I can see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so with those, you have to be like super careful and like make sure you do your research beforehand and you're not like giving money to places that abuse the animals.
Right.
A lot of places aren't, you know,
Yeah, aren't the good ones like the spiritual ones, not the touristy ones?
correct.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or the ones that are like done by like the government and like
Right.
conservation efforts, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But there's a lot of private ones, unfortunately, that are known for abusing the animals. So be super careful. But
Yeah.
yeah, if it was like a reputable one, yeah, sign me
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
awesome.
What crazy madness have you thought of trying
Dude,
this 2025?
okay. So this isn't, crazy madness, right? But hear me out. One thing that I really want to get into, and you're gonna hate me for this, but I want to do it. I want to get into cross stitching.
Oh, you mentioned it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it
Yeah.
was on microphone or off, but you mentioned it before.
Yeah. And the reason for it is because number one, I don't know how to sew anything. And I feel like it's a very valuable skill. Number one. And number two, I'm not crafty. Like I have no sense for crafty shit. So I would like to be better at like making things, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it's one thing that I just like you said, I mean, because I know how to sew. So to me, that's not.
flex.
I was gonna say to me that's not anything impressive or whatever, but um, for me it's pottery. Like I would love
Oh
to do
yeah.
some pottery.
Yeah, and see, I think what I like about those things is like there's like an end product, right?
Yeah,
And the end product can be very useful, right? Like if
yeah,
you know how to embroider, you can, make all kinds of shit for your house as gifts, as, whatever. And that's amazing. Um, so yeah, I would like that
yeah. I think
more
it's
than
also like a form of meditation for sure.
I agree. I agree. Because I do scrapbook. Not like, oh, day at the beach. No, no, no. But a lot of I decorate my journals, like the pages in my journals, with like different types of script and things like that, colors. So I like doing that, and that's very meditative. So I feel like, but again, the things that I put in my journal, somebody else already like drew and made. I'm literally just putting them in my
Okay, so
face.
like if you were cross stitching, would you buy pre-made, patterns and stuff that you could just like
And I feel the judgment. I feel your judgment coming to the screen, and it's not nice. Yes, but I would absolutely.
Yeah, no, I like that idea. I mean, once again, that's something that I've tried. I've used it on pieces myself. Like I've, cross stitched onto pieces before. To me, it was a little bit more of a hassle because I'm not patient. You know me. Like I can make you a wedding gown, but that's a different form of patience versus like sticking to cross stitching and making it. I feel like that takes days, and I'm very much of a I want to get it done today situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was Fawns flexing on all of us for a minute and 10 seconds. I can make you a wedding gown, you fucking peasant. Why would I spend my time cross-stitching? That's what he actually I hope all of you caught that because I certainly did. Uh, it was giving, oh my God, did you do that? Cute. No, no, no.
I don't know.
I
It would just give me a lot of anxiety. That's all I'm trying to
no,
say.
I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're saying. In that like you bigger just means like faster, right? Like
Yeah.
quicker. Like
Yeah.
from point A to point B, you
Right.
see it there,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I feel like yeah, those little cross stitching things are like teeny tiny, and it's like, and that's why I want to learn because I'm like, I know I'm gonna be like ah fuck it, and toss it kind of thing.
Right.
Tell myself.
You know what
Uh,
else you should try? Tambour beating. Oof, that's gorgeous.
I'm not even gonna say anything because I come on beating
Yeah.
really Fonzie.
You would love that. Imagine making a cute little bee out of beads.
Okay, well, yeah, when you put it like that, that
Yeah.
that would be cute.
There's people that make like full mantles of beading. Art. Beautiful. I could never, but people do it.
People do it. People do this shit all the fucking time. Meanwhile, I'm like, maybe try this today. Yeah, no, I mean, I think for me, like the biggest thing is like once, the new year hits, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to be more present and do more like things for me, kind of thing.
Right.
Um, and that feels nice. But then, like I said, at the top of the episode, part of the stuff that we wanted to discuss is like, guys, I keep seeing this like mindfulness stuff, right? And it's like, oh, manifest this and manifest that. And before any of you manifestors out there gets mad at me, because I know it's a very real thing, I'm not saying the idea of manifestation itself is baseless. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, if you focus on something enough or you meditate on something enough or whatever, it might not materialize. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is a lot of frou-frou people are using this as like a fucking scapegoat for just like doing things, Like, oh, I'm not gonna, I don't know, uh there's a lot of people bastardizing it. Like, oh, I'm just gonna manifest a car or manifest a house. And I'm like, bro, are you fucking kidding me? It's like the less work version of a vision board. Like you can't even be bothered to do put it on a fucking vision board. You just want to think about it. I mean, again, anybody, if you're listening and you manifest, correct me
I
if I'm
think
wrong.
there's also like a science to it. Um,
What's the fucking science, Fonz? That you're just changing your thoughts? Yeah, it's
no,
going to behave
from
that way.
what I understand,
Oh,
once
okay.
again,
Sorry.
it doesn't work for me because like I no zero patience. Um,
Yeah.
but from what I understand is like when you manifest, you want to materialize ideas in the sense of it's almost like an outline of a plan.
Okay.
Yeah. So it won't be like you mentioned, oh, I want to manifest my new or my dream car. No, it's more of a, I want to manifest that the right job that'll make me happy will come by, that'll allow me to fulfill all
Oh,
these material things that I need kind of situation. Yeah. Once
okay. So
again, zero patience. So like,
for sure.
yeah,
So like positive thinking on steroids kind of thing.
essentially. But
Okay.
when you write it on paper, it becomes your reality, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I kind of stand kind of corrected, whatever.
But here's the thing, once again, like I don't think you and I have the patience for it. Because it's something apparently that you have to like kind of meditate slash manifest slash consistently do.
No,
I wish I could do that. No time.
no, no. I wouldn't be able to do that at all. I, I don't know. I guess because I have an issue with meditation in general, so I think that that's why.
Yeah, I think we've talked about this before. For me,
Yeah,
meditation is just like sewing or like a really hot shower, and now it's become an entire bottle of wine. So like meditation can come in different ways.
for sure. And like I think also like with the mindfulness trends, I think another one that I've seen is like a lot of more and more like approach, like a holistic health
Yeah,
approach, right? So which is again, it has its uses for sure, right? Like holistic, health practices that can help you like address certain issues, right? That maybe um traditional medicine isn't doing, or like you want to try something new, which I don't entirely disagree, right? Like I think,
yeah,
especially
healthy balance.
healthy balance, but
Yeah,
also like, I feel like it's a slippery slope because what I've seen a lot in these like articles and stuff is like people be like, these are the same people that are drinking raw milk and being anti-vax,
right.
which is like, bring it back. Let's reel it back in real quick.
Yeah, it's like they want their life expectancy to be at a fucking 35 years old.
Seriously.
Yeah, which
So,
I also get their point. Sometimes they're, I mean, once again, extremes, they're not
yeah,
good to give us. Um, but it's kind of like sometimes they go to the point of saying like, holistic medicine can probably cure it all, even dementia and cancer. Like, no, it can't.
no, I can't. Right? Like it's yeah, like I do believe that like especially like Eastern medicine has its place, right? Um especially because I think there's also like societal and like racial issues also that are attached to Eastern medicine that sometimes it can be looked down upon because of that. However, no. There's like lines, right? Like I think that that's where I'm like whenever I hear this I'm like okay. There's fucking Gwyneth again, sorry, Paltrow over there allegedly being like, "Oh yeah, this oil can, cure everything." I'm like, um, my last one, and this is gonna be like shooting ourselves in the foot, but hear me out because this is like the one that I've seen that I think is a good one. Digital detoxes. So stepping away from social media,
Pass.
reducing screen time, and becoming is becoming more prevalent to like better your mental health, right? I think that's great. And I know I'm saying this on our podcast, but I do think self-awareness is important when it comes to like using social media. We've talked about this ad nauseum, but it's important that you are like, okay, this is harming me now. Let me take a
Yeah,
step,
it gets to a point where
right?
like if you can't enjoy minimal things without having your phone out, then there's a problem.
There's a problem.
Yeah.
And also, if you're constantly using it to like compare yourself to the people that you see on the screen or whatever, then that's a huge issue as well. But sometimes, like, a digital detox is needed. And I think that's like generally really good advice because
So
it brings you back to
for
reality.
you, what would it be? Like a
No,
change of behavior or more of a like 2 week hiatus?
like a 2 week hiatus. Like also not fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Like let's be fucking for real. Like if you told me, Zuki, you can't doom scroll on Reddit because that's my social media. If you
Reddit.
can't yeah, if you can't doom scroll on Reddit for 6 months, I'd be like, okay, no, absolutely not. Are you kidding me? No.
Right.
I have very important conversations going on the R Fundy Snark subreddit. I have other very important ones on the our sister wives, our cats, our dogs. Like I there's a lot to talk about, okay? Um my latest obsession is going over and trolling people on our conservative. Is that healthy? No. So you know, see what I mean? So I know now that I'm like, okay, if I get a little too carried away, then I step away. But forever,
Yeah,
no.
no, I can't do
I
that.
just don't think that's realistic, you know?
I think for me it's I don't know if it's because like I have too many hobbies, but I don't think like yeah, of course I'll scroll through Instagram or TikTok whenever I'm like trying to watch a show or a movie because I'm either not engaging in the movie, I can care less for the movie, or like I'm over the show or whatever. So then yeah,
Yeah,
of course I get distracted or whatever. But if I'm generally doing something, I think I'm pretty, you know, I think I have that good balance of like social media and
yeah,
distractions.
yeah, yeah. I think you do too. I just think like, I don't know. I think for me, that's the key, right? As we head into a new year, and we said it last year at the beginning too, is if you want to try something new, I think what's important is to just fucking do it. I know we talked a bunch of shit at the top of the episode about star bathing. If you want to go star bathe,
Do it.
listen, by all means, and
We're
report
gonna
back.
laugh at you, but it'll make you happy, and
Yeah,
that's
I was
what
gonna say,
matters.
go do it and report back so we can make fun of you. You know what I mean? Like that would be great. But because we love you. But I don't know. I think that that's, you know, as like our New Year, episode, I guess, wrap up is like make sure that as you go into this and you're like, oh, there's a new mindfulness thing or the new crazy awesome thing to do in 2025, be realistic, right? Like be honest with yourself. Don't max out credit cards just so you can go to a safari in Africa. You
Yeah,
know, like that. I think that especially because the world is so volatile right now, and that is, the most volatile.
reality. Yeah,
Yeah, that's reality. Make sure that your feet are like firmly planted in reality so that you can do as much as you want because I mean things are just going to get trickier, right? So
yep. We
just
have a whole 4 years of madness.
yeah, exactly. So I think I don't know, to me that's my attitude and hopefully like that resonates with some of you is just don't try to eat 2025 in one bite and be
In
like
1 month. Yeah.
1 month. Perfect. Yes. You have 12 fucking months to figure out
Although
what it
I will say this, last year felt like a whole 2 months.
Oh my God. It flew by.
Yeah.
It flew fucking by.
So I can
So,
kind of get people that want to do it all at once, but like, come on, be
but don't.
realistic.
Don't, don't. And
Yeah.
if you don't, then you might actually be able to go to that safari, eventually. But you just gotta take your time.
Yep.
Uh, yeah, yeah. That's me. That's me for 2025. What's your take?
Same. Do what
Same?
makes you happy. Just be careful and cautious. Don't get
Yeah.
scammed. It's too early for that. Also, it's like 2025. We should know what's coming, you know? Yeah. Like
Yeah.
we're all
Yeah.
pretty tech literate. I would hope. Yeah. So
Yeah. Yeah.
just
So
be cautious, do whatever the fuck makes you happy.
yes.
Let's get this shit over with.
Let's let's get this shit over with. I love how we always try so hard to be like, yeah, and then you know. Uh but yes, guys, so please let us know if you do any, are you if you're planning to do any crazy mindfulness shit. Would love to talk about it.
Send us a video. Actually,
Please.
no, because they'd be meditating, so maybe not. Oh, who the
I
fuck
was gonna
knows?
say, yeah, and then what if they're the ones that like to sunbathe their vaginas? That's gonna be,
Don't send us a video.
or their buttholes. So,
Do send, just kidding.
what's to say? Go ahead and send the buttholes. But yeah, so let us know. We'll post this, and hopefully, we all have a better year than what we're expecting. Yeah,
Yeah, hopefully.
hopefully.
Let's hope for the best.
Let's hope for the best, guys. And until next time, this has been General Query. Bye,
Goodbye.
guys. Bye.